Look into those eyes. Innocent, right? We tend to think of babies as pure, untainted. But what if I told you that for years, we thought we knew what was going on behind that gaze, that even at a few months old, babies understood right from wrong, that they had a moral compass? For almost 2 decades, a landmark study in psychology suggested exactly that. The idea was simple, almost charming. Babies prefer kindness. They choose helpers over hinderers. Imagine a little puppet show. Our main character, let's call him Climber, just a simple shape with big, googly eyes, is struggling. He's trying to get up a steep hill. It's a real effort. Then another character enters the scene. Now, one of 2 things can happen. Either this new character lends a hand, giving Climber a boost to the tops, or they shove him back down, all the way to the bottom. Cruel, right? After watching this little drama, the babies were given a choice. Which character did they want to play with? The results were astonishing. Nearly 90% of 10-month-olds and every single 6-month-old reached for the helper, the good guy. It seemed like open and shut proof, didn't it? Proof that even before they can form a sentence, babies have an innate sense of morality, a built-in preference for good over evil. But here's where the story takes a turn. In the world of science, especially when we're talking about the incredibly complex minds of babies, things aren't always as they seem. There's this thing called the replication crisis. It's a fancy way of saying that sometimes, when scientists try to repeat a famous experiment, they can't. The results just don't hold up. The original study, while groundbreaking, was small. It only involved a few dozen infants. And that's not because the researchers were lazy. It's just really hard to get a large group of babies to cooperate. They're adorable, but not exactly the most reliable test subjects. But what if you could test hundreds, even thousands of babies? Enter ManyBabies. Think of them as the Avengers of developmental psychology. A global team pooling their resources, their labs, their babies, to tackle these huge questions. And they decided to put this famous helper-hinderer study to the ultimate test. Across continents, in dozens of labs, with hundreds of babies participating, the results finally came in. And the effect vanished. Poof. Gone. On this massive scale, babies on average showed no clear preference for the helpful character. So, what does this mean? Does it mean the philosopher John Locke was right all along? That babies are born as blank slates, completely devoid of any inherent morality? Is everything we believe about good and evil learned purely from experience? Well, it's not that simple. This isn't the first time this experiment has been challenged. Some replications have found similar results to the original, others haven't. There was even one case where a failed replication was blamed on, wait for it, incorrectly placed googly eyes. I'm not kidding. And ManyBabies made a crucial change. Instead of live puppet shows, the babies watched videos. Think of it like this. Watching a movie of a play is different than being in the theater. It's more consistent, sure, but it also changes how you connect with the characters. Could that be the key? As Michael Frank, the founder of ManyBabies, wisely put it, some people might think this study proves the original findings were wrong. But really, it just means that when tested in this way, the effect didn't appear. So where does this leave us? It's a puzzle. Maybe morality is entirely learned, or maybe it's far more intricate than we ever imagined. The truth is, we're still searching for the answer. What we do know is that one of the most iconic studies in developmental psychology just got a whole lot more interesting. And to crack this mystery, we're going to need a lot more data and probably a lot more babies. What's your take? Are we born with a moral compass, or is it something we develop as we grow? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if you found this fascinating, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of the human mind. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.